Good Friday afternoon to everyone out there. It's Stan Morris with you as we are just about 12 minutes away from the top of the hour right now. We wanted to come at you with some storms impacting northeast Arkansas. We wanted to bring the show live with you just about an hour early, just in case we have some news to bring along from that regard. There's been a couple of reports of trees down in Jonesboro as the storms have moved through, but the storm warning has already expired. That was about 4 minutes ago. There is a significant weather advisory for Cross, Poinsett County until 2:30. Also for Crittenden County. So if you live in these counties, Poinsett, Cross, Crittenden, maybe still a little bit in the southern part of Jonesboro, there could be a couple of storms that might disrupt things this afternoon. Keep a watch on the stuff. We'll talk about that in the weather next. We're also going to be talking about several other stories, including a very disturbing case in Poinsett County, a case where a child was senselessly killed, and it appears to be directly connected to drugs. Now, the father has been arrested, too. That's next, as we report the news on a Friday on NEA Report. The father of the infant who was killed after being put in scalding hot water and then a dryer. Well, now he's been arrested as well. And another arrest in the case to follow, too. It was on May 29, 2018, that the Poinsett County Sheriff's Office and State Police began a search warrant at 1021 Rich Road in Cache. It was part of an investigation involving the murder of a 1-month-old girl, Kaisley. Due to the conditions in the home, it was determined by police the residence was not a safe place to live for the 3 other children living in the home. It's impossible to imagine the conditions they were in. Arkansas State Police Crimes Against Children Division and the Arkansas Department of Human Services were called and responded and took custody of all of the kids. And a thorough investigation was completed. On June 27, an affidavit was filed and a warrant for 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor in the 3rd degree on Cody McKellar, 24. This guy you're looking at on the screen, who looks like he's 75, is 24 years old. But he's done so much crystal meth, he looks like he's an old man. And he's apparently incapable of care for small children, as this entire case has brought to the attention of the public, tragically. He was arrested on the evening hours of July 3rd. He was in possession of meth, no surprise, drug paraphernalia, and his brother, Jason Lee McKellar, was also in possession of meth and drug paraphernalia. His brother also arrested, and this is his brother, 30 years old, of Cache, Jason Lee McKellar. His brother's charged with possession of a controlled substance, meth, and felony possession of drug paraphernalia. His bond set at $25,000. In the meantime, Cody McKellar is charged with 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor in the 3rd degree and possession of controlled substance, meth, felony possession of drug paraphernalia. His bond set at $75,000. Both men in the Poinsett County Detention Center. This all stems from the case of the 25-year-old woman you're looking at, Tyra Neal of Cache, who is accused of 2nd-degree murder after her baby was found inside of a dryer in her home in the Pitts community. Authorities say that she put the baby in scalding hot water because the baby had diarrhea, and then put the baby in a dryer because she was scared. Baby was killed. Had severe burns on the majority of the body of the infant. 4 other children were living in the home who were taken into DHS custody at the time of this incident. We'll keep following it and let you know what the case develops into and where it goes next. It's a bad idea to ride around on an ATV in the middle of the night with no lights except for 1 or 2 strapped to the top of your head and a bag of crystal meth on you. Well, that's what a press release says happened in Baxter County early this morning. 2 Baxter County folks arrested after drug charges that stemmed from a complaint about a 4-wheeler being ridden around in the Mallard Point area. Tyler Joe Wheeler and Patricia Leanne Wheeler. Let's show you both of the suspects of the case. They are not even in their 30s, 27-year-old for both of them. And at approximately 12:36 a.m., Corporal Craig Gates was dispatched to the area of Mallard Run Drive because of a complaint that said an ATV was going up and down the road without any lights on and two folks on it. Of course, this is after midnight, right? So something's not right with this picture. He arrives and he sees an ATV traveling down Baxter County Road 987, a woman operating the ATV with a male passenger, and a lamp strapped to the top of her head. The passenger was holding a flashlight. I guess that's one way to make sure that the path is illuminated. The corporal stopped the ATV and identified the people that he was also detaining. Also learned that they were on active supervised probation with Arkansas Community Corrections. That means that search waivers exist and they're getting searched. The corporal directed Tyler to step off the ATV. And that's when it says he tried to drop a small plastic baggie. The corporal picked it up. It says that Patricia then tried to grab the bag out of his hand. It says this bag contained approximately 1.9 grams of methamphetamine. Both of the two were taken into custody. A further search of the area uncovered a small plastic bottle that had been dropped on the ground between the ATV and patrol car. Inside of it were 10 clozapam pills and approximately another 0.4 grams of meth. Those items were seized, taken into evidence. And the two suspects were arrested and booked on charges of possession of controlled substance, felony probation violation. They're lucky they didn't get charges for tampering with evidence or obstruction of justice over the little stunt that was described in the release. 27 years old, by the way. Doesn't much look like it on either account. Each have had a bond set of $5,000 on the drug charges, but are being held without bond on the probation violations, set to appear in circuit court in 6 days on July 12th. New photos released by Jonesboro Police Department show just how intense and scary the shooting incident was that NEA Report brought you yesterday. Although it was from Wednesday night, very late Wednesday night, and we reported it early Thursday morning. This happened on West Nettleton Avenue in Jonesboro, and apparently a woman's vehicle was shot several times. Take a look at the bullet hole trajectory. You can see the markers right there on the screen, and they're the little green lines, the plastic things that they put in. I'm going to show you with my mouse pointer. I'm looking at one bullet hole there, another one here. It was at 10:20 p.m. Wednesday night that this thing all happened. This incident took place. Take a look at the back seat of the vehicle. Wow. You can actually see one of the bullets traveled through the seat, apparently, and through the back seat. Glass all scattered throughout the vehicle. Glass was apparently what wounded the victim. There's bullet holes exiting the back of the vehicle. The back glass looks like it was shattered out. There's another view of the front of the vehicle as well. It was 10:20 p.m. Wednesday night. Officers responded to a call of a vehicle accident because the vehicle had left the roadway and struck parked vehicles that were at an apartment building at the 1900 block of West Nettleton Avenue. The first photo we showed you, it actually showed a crash, a little bit of crash damage on the front end of the vehicle. But they learned when they arrived, the vehicle left the roadway because it had been shot, as you could see, a number of times, and who wouldn't wreck if their vehicle was being riddled by bullets? Witnesses at the scene directed responding officers to the driver of the vehicle that had left the roadway, it says, and had a minor injury to her arm. She received medical attention on the scene, was taken to a local hospital, and was later released. Witnesses described to the officers another vehicle was following the vehicle that crashed as it traveled eastbound on Nettleton. Witnesses said that the passenger in the following vehicle was shooting at the lead vehicle, and the lead vehicle left the roadway and struck a parked vehicle. Several items of evidence were collected by detectives, which are being investigated. The scene itself, the incident itself, I should say, being investigated. Detectives continue to work on the case. If you have any information that might be able to assist authorities with this, they're asking for you to step forward and help by calling Jonesboro Police Department at 870-935 It's 7867 STOP. That's the number for Crime Stoppers. You can call JPD directly at 5657-935-5657. 5457 if you want to reach officers and hopefully help them find out who was responsible for this terrifying act that happened Wednesday night. Look now at your New Wave Wireless forecast, home of the $49 iPhone screen repair. Lots of showers and thunderstorm chances for us over the next several days. In fact, that may look like a typo that shows an 83-degree high for tomorrow, but it's not. It's a really welcome reprieve from the warm temperatures that we've seen over the past couple of weeks as we're dropping down into the mid-80s for a few days at least. This afternoon, we're going to probably see a chance for showers and thunderstorms continue on, a 40% chance for that. Already seen a few today, already heard a few. And the high around 92. Tonight down to 66, 40% chance of thunderstorms, but that should be done by 8 p.m. 20% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow before 8 p.m. So you're going to really get to enjoy a sunny day tomorrow and a high only around 83, according to the Weather Service. Pretty wild forecast there. Sunday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 8 a.m. Partly sunny and a high near 87. Another fairly nice day. Then Monday, a 50% chance you'll see thunderstorms after 8 a.m. with a high around 90. 50% chance for thunderstorms into Monday night. 40% chance Tuesday with a high around 92. And more chances Wednesday and Thursday. Not very good chances, but they're still hanging around into next week. So, a little bit cooler of a weekend. Nobody's going to complain about that, but chances for thunderstorms lasting for us really all throughout the forecast. About 90 degrees in Jonesboro at the airport right now, and it's been storming, well, for the last hour or two. Speaking of storms, want to let you know also there's been a severe thunderstorm warning issued in Crittenden County by the Weather Service until 2:30. This just came down a couple of seconds ago. And it's including winds possible of 60 mile per hour, hail up to 1 inch in diameter. You can see over there kind of in the middle of your screen right as we approach the Mississippi River. It's where those storms have approached as we're approaching the 2 o'clock hour. Actually just hit the 2 o'clock hour on NEA report. I'm just going to give you guys a heads up on that in case anybody is driving today. If you're out and about and you're headed over perhaps to the east, be careful. If you're out there, to say the least, there's been a little bit of storm activity. It's not much in the tornadic worry sense today. It's straight line winds and maybe a little bit of cloud to ground lightning too that's been reported. The storm was really loud as it rolled through Jonesboro. I think a lot of us were, we noticed that because it made a little bit of racket as it rolled through. Even knocked a tree or two down in Jonesboro from what I had seen. Let me roll back up here in National Weather Service chat just to see if there was anything else different. Spotters reported a tree. It was down. It was extreme activity with the lightning in this storm and a tree down on a roadway in West Jonesboro. That's where that had been reported. A lot of gusty winds with the storm today, but we'll keep watching that and keep you up to date. Hang on, everybody. More news is on the way.
Haley Norris, realtor.
No.
Should I make my hair go like this? Whether you need to buy, sell, or lease. Haley, can I use my hands? Or is that, where are my hands? Where do they go?
Just say,
Haley?
Just say Haley.
Whether you need my expertise. Haley Norris, realtor. Or even do a commercial lease. Haley Norris, realtor. Should I say Remax Real Estate Center or no? Is that too salesy?
No, that's good.
My average days on market is just 50 days. You need my expertise. And that means I'm putting more money back in your pocket.
Family Medical Clinic of Walnut Ridge and Bono are your neighborhood healthcare providers, and we're now accepting new patients. We know you have a tight schedule, so we're here 6 days a week at both locations from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Walk-ins are welcome. In Walnut Ridge, stop by 1045 West Main Street or call us to make an appointment, 886-8300. In Bono, we're on Highway 63 North or call 930-9990. Walnut Ridge Family Medical Clinic and Bono Family Medical Clinic, here for you when you need us.
A very special visitor to the Paragould Police Department today rolled up. We're talking about 7-year-old Officer Wake Price. He came into the parking lot in his patrol vehicle. This post by Paragould Police Department said to drop off some snacks and drinks for the officers. Officer Price's mom and dad says he loves police officers, and the family wanted to show officers that they're appreciated. He also has made it clear that He wants to be a police officer too. It says, Wake, I'm sure we'll be testing for officers twice a year in 2032, so make sure you get your application in. Pretty cool how that he showed up and did that for the police. Here's another photo of some of the snacks that the young future police officer brought to the Paragould Police Department, showing some appreciation and love for the men and women in blue. And that's a pretty cool deed for us to tell you about on NEA Report. Well, if you're an officer, you're going to probably like this forecast because it means, at least for Saturday, if you're out working the streets, having to stand out in the middle of this heat, it's not going to be as nearly as hot. It's what the Weather Service says right now, at least. 83 degrees for your high on Saturday with a chance for showers before 8 a.m., but it should be just a sunny day. Sunny and 83. Highly unexpected based on the last few weeks. For Sunday, expect showers and thunderstorms, 87 for the high. More shower and thunderstorm possibilities exist Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but they're the most likely on Monday and Tuesday of next week. That forecast from New Wave Wireless, home of the $49 iPhone screen repair. Thanks everybody for joining us on a special edition of NEA Report today, coming at you a little bit earlier than we normally do because of the storms. We're back tomorrow and we're back next week. I'm not coming back tomorrow. We're back next week with more news from Northeast Arkansas, back on our regular time, 3 p.m. every single Monday through Friday. And hopefully we'll have some neat stuff on the way next week, some cool projects we've been working on to get ready to bring to you, and some other things. So, I'm Stan Morris. Now you're up to date on NEA Report. Have a safe weekend, everybody.